this exhibition, second exhibition for the Sudanese Club Visual Art Group. It comes the fruit of cooperation between the Sudanese Club and the Sudan Embassy. And we have like 8 artists exhibiting here. 3 of them are coming from Saudi Arabia. They are founders of the group, but they are residing in Saudi Arabia. The exhibition comes as an expression and to introduce aspects of the Sudanese culture in their visual manifestation. And we hope that it will be like extending bridges with the Bahraini society, cultural bridges with Bahraini society and Bahraini cultural institutions. And we hope that it will just reach its goals. As you can notice, visitors to this exhibition can feel the touches of the this distinguished Sudanese diverse culture, and they can feel the African touches of the artists in their composition of work. We have also conducted in parallel with this exhibition like 4 workshops for artists contributing to this work. One of them is watercolors, other is the acrylic, portrait, and digital art. This workshop conducted by artist Abdurrahman Al-Tikana, is an international artist, and Luay Muhammad Khair and Najil Aota. They are well-known international artists. We hope this exhibition comes as a beginning of cooperation between our institutions and the Bahraini institutions. We hope it reaches its goals. And I will not pass up this opportunity without extending our thanks and appreciation to all those who contributed to the success of this event. And of course, special thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Sheikh Rashid bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, the chairman of the National Council for Arts, for his sponsoring this event.
Practice painting, design, and practice also musical instruments since I was young. And I don't want to link myself with a special school or a specific school. I try everything. I challenge myself all the time, and whatever affect me, I try to translate it into colors and papers and pencil even. So I have here some examples of watercolors, pastel colors, and oil colors. And I was also trying to mix different styles. And in one of these paintings, the kid who is making ablution during the sunset for Maghrib prayer, I liked the photo, and I mix acrylic colors with oil colors. I decided to use the background, the sky color, for acrylic because it gives very nice shading and mixing of colors. And I use oil colors for the details, especially the drops of water and these things. So I would like always to challenge myself and try to express it in different ways.
Thank you. my basic study is something related to nature. This is why I love everything in nature, uh, especially trees. What you find here, by the way, this is my first exhibition. What you find here is part of trees, logs, roots, which you can't find everywhere in Bahrain. I'm trying to collect some roots, some logs, and try to find the beauty on it, adding some touches, some bends. You find some added stones, sometimes iron, sometimes I join 2 or 3 pieces in one piece. It is a hobby, just a hobby. And as I said, it is my first exhibition. I'm trying to present the beauty in nature in Bahrain.
The whole idea of the exhibition is to highlight the culture of different Sudanese taste. As you know that Sudan is a huge country, comes with lots of colors, different ethnicities, different thinking, different even geographic backgrounds. So as this exhibition being chosen to be in the embassy and having a flavor from different people and highlighting the richness in such a beautiful country which is Sudan. I started with realistic that you can see in the beginning, but after that I have a little bit of pop art. I added to expression art, and most of my work is acrylic and framed. I do talk about humanity, that's the major thing, and a lot of my experiences. I believe that art is our experience or experience people go through that we are presenting to audience with our own version of the story. So that's what is it all about.
You know that Sudan, it's a mix Arab Afro. That's it's make us a special Arabic country. You can find the differentiation in our music, in our songs, it is different than the Arab melody. Even in our visual arts, we are our eyes is seeing different than the other because of our country is very rich of the landscapes and full of colors. My piece here, it is a part of the Islamic, the sophists in Sudan. A person that you can find him anywhere, anytime. You don't know from where he's come and for where he's going. They are thinking that they are upper the human life. They have their own thoughts. They have their own spiritual things that they are doing. They call themselves actually Ahlillah. Druish himself actually is attract me because of his clothes and his movement, how he's moving very slow, and he's not thinking about where he's going to sleep, or as I told you, or where he's going to, what he's going to eat, and this kind of they are over our daily routine and interests. They have their own atmosphere, they have their own life.
I wanted to express in my collection some sort of a surreal type of a painting, one that mixes two schools of art, one that is inspired by elements of nature and one that is completely fictionate. And the gather of these events is more of a fictionate idea, because I believe the essence of a painting is to make a viewer interact and think what is going on and how is this happening and why is it happening. The inspiration of this collection was actually a dream that I had, and I woke up and decided to put it on a canvas. I called the first painting Dream Made Stories, and I told my story through it, and I want the viewer to stand and tell his own story and perspective of it.
the Ministry of Youth and Sports, with the collaboration of the American Embassy, brings this year Project Documentary in its second edition, which targets the youth in Bahrain. The concept behind it is to educate the youth in filmmaking, and especially in the documentary field. And what we're going to do is we take them through workshops in the beginning where they're going to learn all the basics and how the documentary filmmaking process goes. And from that, they're going to move to pre-production, where we're going to be dividing the 18 participants into 3 teams. And each team is going to work together on their own project in pre-production, and then they're going to move to production, where they're going to shoot their movies. And after that, they're going to move to post-production, where they're going to edit the movie, put the music and sound all together, and it's going to be ready for us to play on the big screens and participate in film festivals all around. One of the ideas that we are looking forward for is showcasing the Bahraini talents, the concepts, the ideas they have to the world. So it's interesting when we see those short films or like short documentaries being produced here in Bahrain and screening all around the world.
I've been making films, producing and directing for the last 10 years, and this workshop is a program with the American Film Showcase, where it's a 5-day short documentary workshop where we're focusing on all the aspects that go into telling a character-driven narrative from pre-production, through production, through post, and now distribution.
I've been making films for the better part of 15 years, I'd say. Started off as an editor, then moved into directing. My focus is around sports and documentary filmmaking, but more so the human stories that exist in sports, which takes me here to the wonderful country of Bahrain to teach students and to work with students through their workshop, the month-long endeavor that they're going on to make their own documentary film. And so we're going to focus a lot on story development, characters, how to get access, but more importantly, figuring out the message that they want to share in their films and really focusing on the themes that exist within it.
During this short documentary workshop, we learned a lot, from directing to editing to script writing, thanks to the Ministry of Youth and Sport Affairs, the US Embassy, Cole Sachs, and Phil Hessler. We learned a lot, and I'm hoping to take all this knowledge and implement it in the future.
I signed here to learn more about filmmaking. I want to be a part of this amazing experience in filmmaking. I learned lots of things in this field. I didn't expect it to be this deep. Thanks to Cole Sachs and Phil Hessler. And I'm really excited to apply all this knowledge in the field.